It's quite crazy is the fact that, this is although his fault, right? But for a motorcycle that suffered this kind of injury, like any small accident, right, can cause this amount of injuries really. You know? Just a swerve or he just hit the divider. This is it. That's it.
If you guys want to ride like idiots and then, ultimately you pay if you're alive, I'm sorry to say this, but play stupid games with stupid prizes lah. And welcome to the Lao Jiaos Podcast. This is where we bring you unfiltered, perhaps unapologetic takes on the news and current affairs and things people are not willing to speak about. And I am your host today, Thern Yang, and with me is my bro Brenda. What's up, man? How are you doing, bro?
Not too shabby. Better than some.
Bro, better than some. Yeah, better than Fulham, who lost last night. Sorry, over the weekend. Sorry. Yeah. And I got to celebrate Man U's winning streaks. Winning streak. I managed to find. I've been looking for this all over the island. Western website sold out like instantly. This was released. The Stone Roses shirt. I found it last night at Jewel. It was their last piece. The guy was like, "It's last piece. Yeah, I'll take it." Actually, I didn't even think. I just took it. Last week you were on Lao Jiaos also, and then you actually recorded like a separate, like an additional segment, like a day or two after, to talk about the PLB saga, Property Lim Brothers. If anyone's not following, so there's been an update to it. You care to elaborate?
The PLB saga continues, with the viral video still being widely shared and honestly endlessly getting memed. For those who are unfamiliar still, the video link is available in our description box where we covered it as soon as it happened. As a quick follow-up since last week, right, there has been considerably more videos and news coverage about Gracie compared with Melvin. Melvin has set his account to private while Gracie has since deleted hers, likely due to the volume of news surrounding her. In addition, right, Glassdoor reviews of actually PLB had been circulating with anonymous former employees criticizing the company culture, questioning management practices, and even the selection of leadership. So Reddit threads have also alleged mismanagement of funds, including investments in non-core ventures such as a hot pot restaurant, which many speculate is linked to Gracie, though this remains unverified. So further threads and videos have really honestly been circulating, claiming that Gracie's sister's cafe is also funded by Melvin, although this is also too alleged. Now, I think the story has become so viral that Mothership even came out with an article citing that the incident is actually a tragedy. Actually, adultery is not a crime, and that the online bashing has been uncalled for.
The hotpot restaurant, if we eat there and then we want to engage Property Lim Brothers to sell our place, got discount or that kind of thing. That's the first question. That's the first thing I'm bringing up. Okay, for those who don't know, I'm also an automotive journalist. I go for a lot of car launches, a lot of events. At these launches, at these events, there are a lot of influencers. And some of these influencers really behave in a manner which they think they're higher, they're mightier than all of us. Oh, not all of them are bad lah, but the black sheep unfortunately always make more noise than the not black sheep. With the ways influencers have been behaving as of late, I think people just want something to. Oh, you think you act all holier than thou, and then now you fucked up, and then it's like, oh, now it's our time to make you have a taste of your own medicine lah.
But do you feel like the bashing is like crossing the line? Many people has brought this up, like there are multiple cases of people cheating or like in like office politics of this happening, but none of them has blown up as big as this saga.
They are like more public facing personalities lah. They put themselves out there, they make themselves known. So if you want to put your face in the public light, if you mess up, if you screw up, you have to be willing to accept the consequences that is going to be very public facing. Also, like Night Owl Cinematics, when that happened, oil was splashed all across, even the papers and everything else. And have you heard of this term called Schadenfreude? It's a German term for taking delight in the misery of others. Yeah, I think this is something that Singaporeans are very keen on. Schadenfreude.
Honestly, it just takes one mistake, right? For every small little things that you try to hide, right? Just dragged out into the light, I'm just so surprised that even for the online community, right, they can even dig until the fact that Melvin accompanied the sister, Gracie's sister, to like a cause, like paid for this, paid for that. Wow, like how did the community even dig until the siblings and everything? Unless there is a major new information on this situation, we will not be talking about this any longer because we feel there is still other news to cover. But hopefully, as we said in last week's episode, that all parties involved will learn from this situation and that things will get better for everybody, and do not bring in the family members who are involved as well as they are innocent parties. Right?
As much as this was good for the views, good for the content, good for well, the lols, it's got to be too far. Let them go and sort out this mess.
Work it out themselves.
And so I just realized that my pants are behind me. Give me a minute. I realized that my shorts were hanging in the background. Segment of the week. Last Monday, I returned the Smart #5, which is Smart's latest offering in Singapore. It's a larger crossover vehicle. That you can put the picture in here. A couple of hours ago, I just returned the Dongfeng box. Both cars couldn't be further from each other. One is like a small, really compact hatchback. The other is like a larger, family-friendly crossover. Smart #5, really good for families. Really spacious, rides really well. Two variants, the Pro and the Premium. So the one I tested was the Pro. Fancy features like the passenger screen and ventilated seats and everything else. But honestly, I think if you're looking for a car, electric car for family, since you have another kid coming, congratulations by the way. I think this will be quite a good car for you because the space is very generous. So like fitting like car seats and all the barang that comes with parenthood and everything else. I think it's good, and also the range is also pretty decent. And then the Dongfeng box, very small, surprisingly spacious. I can actually fit behind myself. Very fun car to drive. Only 94 horsepower, but what it makes up it lacks in power, it makes up in weight. It only weighs 1.3 tons. Very tossable car, very fun. Usually cars got a glove box on, right? You just pull it down. This one has no glove box. It has a glove tray. So you pull the hand, you pull it out, and then it's like a tray style. It comes out. So it's a bit flatter. It's really cool. So you can put you can fit items inside. Not as much, but you can use it as a tray table as well if you needed it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's in the passenger seat. Cool. Yeah. So it's actually pretty cool. So ergonomically very good. They got so much cubbies around the whole car and everything. If you are like a new driver or just looking for a small car, really well priced. I think it's like 140,000 plus.
Whoa.
That is a good car. That is a car you can get. So before we begin our episode, a word from our sponsor.
This week's episode is brought to you by our friends at SGWatchHub, your one-stop platform for all things watches in Singapore. Whether you're buying, selling, or just obsessed with timepieces, SGWatchHub connects you to sellers, retailers, and fellow collectors so you can find the perfect watch for your wrist. And it's not just a marketplace. They also offer a full range of watch services from repairs and polishing to strap replacement, protective films, watch winders, and even authentication. They also work with amazing brand partners like iMu, a company best known for creating kid smartwatch phones that helps family keep connected with peace of mind. Their devices focuses on safe communication features, smart tracking tools, and parent control settings so kids get a little more independence while parents stay reassured. SGWatchHub and iMu are teaming up to give one lucky Chit Chatter listener the chance to win a $600 iMu X10 gift set, the biggest giveaway by the Chit Chatter to date. Gift set includes the iMu X10 watch phone, along with a pair of iMu earbuds E5, an Abit collective figurine, an X10 replacement strap, and a wish card, making it a seriously awesome bundle worth $600. To take part, just head over to our IG page and follow the instructions in our pin reel to join the giveaway. If you love watches as much as we do, check out sgwatchhub.sg and join the community. SG Watch Hub, bringing the world of watches to your fingertips.
And now, back to the episode. First news segment of the day. So, former Mediacorp actor Edmund Chen was sentenced to 5 days jail and a 5-year driving ban for causing grievous hurt to a 21-year-old motorcyclist in a traffic accident on the AYE back in March 2025. So, for some context, he was driving towards the CTE, realized he was too late, and he was in the wrong lane, slowed to almost a dead stop on the expressway. Why? Actually, it's more common than people might think. But I've seen it more times than I care to count. And made an abrupt lane change across chevron markings to reach his intended exit, leading the motorcyclist behind him to collide with his car despite attempting to swerve away. The rider also suffered multiple fractures in his right hand and wrist, needed surgery, hospitalized for 2 days, and given 99 days of medical leave. Both prosecution and defense only asked for a fine and a driving ban, but the judge deemed it necessary because of his carelessness and deliberately cavalier decision to attempt such a reckless maneuver. Honestly, I see disqualification for 5 years. I think I'm just kill myself now. me being someone who loves cars so much.
Yeah, especially for you.
He called the case a serious lesson and a reminder about road safety. And then while his lawyer noted that he also suffered reputational damage and a loss of work as a public figure. So just before we came on, I saw on Mothership that Edmund Chen will be appealing his 5-day jail sentence for careless driving. He also appears to be changing lawyers. There's a new twist to the story.
Yeah.
So,
Juicy.
Juicy indeed. So, what are your thoughts on the overall case?
Yeah, I honestly feel that actually this kind of thing happens a lot more often than actually the public knows. Like people don't assume that there are that many accidents in Singapore, right? But there really are. The judge really went on him. I feel it's harder than most.
Okay, one thing I really have to know, motorcyclists, you fuckers ride like your life is not even worth 50 SGD, you guys ride like your life is worth 50 ringgit, The way you guys ride is damn scary.
No, it's quite crazy is the fact that, this is although his fault, right? But for a motorcyclist that suffers this kind of injury, like any small accident, right, can cause this amount of injuries really.
Yeah.
Just a swerve or you just hit the divider. This is it. That's it.
If you guys want to ride like idiots and then, ultimately you pay with your life, I'm sorry to say this, but play stupid games with stupid prizes lah.
Right. I really feel that it's not going to any part of that previous Sentosa scenes. But
I think he should.
Yeah, but I 100% know it's not good. But honestly, I feel that for Singapore, right, Singapore is getting a bit harsher on reckless driving. Although they have just actually changed the laws a bit, right? That currently, even if you cause bodily harm to of course like someone else, a stranger, right, it's not an automatic ban of 5 years. In the past, no matter what, right, if you're driving, right, if you cause bodily harm to anybody, right, you automatically be banned for 5 years, even though it's not your fault. So if someone comes out and runs out at your car, then you cause them a fracture or like grievous hurt, right, majority of the time you're automatically banned for 5 years.
Singaporeans just need to be a bit more patient, a bit more gracious on the roads. I think a lot of accidents can be avoided, especially like peak hour, expressway, tailgating, not that one car break, not that like a multiple car chain collision, that kind of thing can be avoided. This is not about reckless driving, this is not about stupid driving. Just Singaporeans need to be a bit more gracious. I
feel that Edmund Chen, he came out really very sincere. Like he handled it very well.
Okay,
he's a true veteran Mediacorp artist. This is the kind of class I would expect.
And the news comes out that he's appealing his 5-day jail term sentence. So is he really acknowledging his faults?
Honestly, I feel that he should appeal. He shouldn't be treated any differently, even though he is like an actor. Like
I think
everybody.
I think unfortunately because he's in the public eye, I think that's why the judge gave him the extra 5 days staycation.
The jail term, yeah. But it's a bit harsh. It's a bit too. Maybe a bigger fine, understandable. But going to jail for extra like 5 days when majority of the time people just are slapped with a fine it's not really very fair. And law has to be fair.
Again, this is my personal opinion. I think the 5-day staycation is warranted.
People hit everybody every day. No, there's no reporters outside. There's literally nobody outside your courtroom, right? When you hit somebody, you cause like literally them to. Some of them lost an entire leg, right? Nobody even interviews anybody.
Next one, it's kind of a sad one. Lee Rei Sheng, 26 years old, co-founder and CEO of a popular local mala chain, a Hot Hideout, has revealed that he's been diagnosed with stage 3 cancer, specifically a rare form of lymphoma affecting his blood and lymphatic system. So he came out on IG, shared that throughout 25, he was frequently in and out of hospital with explained fevers and health issues, and PET scans in early 26 finally showed abnormal active spots in multiple parts of his body, leading to the diagnosis of stage 3 SPTCL T-cell lymphoma, a rare blood cancer, which has drawn a wave of encouragement and support from the public. I think it would be nice if we could interview this guy. I mean, if he's up for it, because given his health now.
It's really crazy that this is happening to someone who's like so young.
I mean, have you ever tried his food?
No, to be honest, I've never actually went to his mala chain before, the Hot Hideout.
Do you even like mala?
That's the thing, because I don't eat mala that often.
Actually, that makes the two of us, because whenever I eat mala, I will cry on the toilet. But at the same time, I hope he's raising awareness for his condition, and then people who might have this condition in the future. Cancer is it's never fun. Even though it can go into remission, it can still come back, and the whole 9 yards.
He started things so young, at such a young age, right? He really went through this when he lost his younger brother. That's why I feel that he has that strength to come out to Honestly, I've seen people who have this kind of cancer, right? A lot of them, it takes a lot because usually part of you are already, you get so angry, you get so depressed. But for him to come out and
chemo is rough.
yeah, chemo is rough. Yeah.
I'm not going to speculate too much. I don't think we should speculate so much. Also, I think ultimately what we should do,
we wish you all the best. Yeah,
wish you all the best, bro. Hope we come out of this healthier, stronger. May your business.
Interview one. Yeah, I hope that we can interview you when you get better, and
That's right.
A recovery story.
That's right, bro. Beat this. It's time to fight. And once you're all well and good, we look forward to having you on the Chit Podcast, where we can properly interview you on your journey of you defeating cancer.
And we're going to take a quick break in the podcast to thank our friends at CityMusic, one of Singapore's true pioneer in the music space. CityMusic has long been known as a go-to destination for musical instruments, but they've also been making big headway in audio and video equipment, especially for creators and podcasters. From guitars and pianos to audio interfaces, microphones, and even video recording equipment, CityMusic is true one-stop shop for everything music and content creation related, with options for every budget.
In fact, the audio you're hearing right now is recorded using the Zoom ZD-M1 mic, an amazing broadcast-style microphone that delivers professional quality sound on par with other big-name podcast mics, but at nearly half the price. It's proof that you don't have to overspend to sound great. A huge thank you to our friends at CityMusic, not just for this awesome giveaway, but for being a pioneer in the music space and for making sure creators, musicians, and podcasters always have the right equipment for whatever budget and setup they want.
CityMusic,
powering your sound, your music, and your content. Our third news of the day. This one is not something that happens every day in Singapore. When my dad posted this in the chat, I openly said that I already have a list of people who I would gladly push into the water. Yes, and I absolutely mean it. A crocodile spotting in the waters of Sentosa, which meant all three of the beaches, Tanjong, Siloso, and Palawan, were all closed because of a crocodile in the water. I say, gather all the people you don't like and just push them into the water and then see who the crocodile attacks. At least 10 people are pushed up. My list already has at least 10 people already.
Need to organize a party in this case to start this pushing.
In all seriousness, as much as I like to push people into the water with a crocodile inside. National Parks Board and Sentosa activated joint search, surveillance operations. Beaches remain open. People just cannot go into the water. This is the reason why, there'll still be some people say inside the water got crocodile. Then be like, oh, got crocodile, but I don't see the crocodile. Let's just go into the water. Yes. So as the first thought when you heard of this news, push people I don't like into the water.
Honestly, the first thing I went to see is I want to see honestly in Singapore, right, how big can the crocodile be? Then when I went to see the video, I was like, damn, actually that's quite big.
I think I saw a picture. The crocodiles, because I believe this is a saltwater crocodile. The ones in the ones from swimming around Australia also. These guys can get really big, like 6 meters and longer, that kind of stuff. They actually do hang out at Sungai Buloh. I've actually seen a couple of them at Sungai Buloh. Actually, if you ever get a chance to go to Sungai Buloh, besides the mosquitoes, it's actually a very, very, very educational place. Like, you can see so much wildlife there, and then crocodiles in the water. I think it's a sign that our waters are healthy, that there is actually a thriving ecosystem.
Is it? I would think that I would think this opposite. I would think that this shows that our waters are getting very swampy. It always seems like crocodiles and alligators are always on like murky waters. They're not usually prone to going to clear waters, right?
I'd not say clear water, not as if our sea water here very clear like that. But you know what I mean, at least But maybe the crocodile got a bit lost from its usual habitat. I mean, I saw some comments online. People were like, "Oh, you should shoot all the crocodile and get rid of this thing." These crocodiles, they swim openly between Singapore and Malaysia. You shoot 10, 20 more will appear. There's no point. There's no point.
It's just that unless it's really getting too close to like public, then of course they have to take a stand. Not take a stand, but make sure public places are safe.
Crocodiles have always been in Singapore, so don't say, "Oh, why can't you got crocodile in Singapore?" Because crocodiles have always been here. So but crocodiles have always existed in Singapore. Just that it's typically the more like swampy areas. I think if anyone who stays like pasture or stuff will definitely have seen a crocodile or two. I know Jurong Lake used to have some crocodiles also. I think back in like the 80s or 90s. So yeah, they've always been here.
In the past, social media wasn't as prevalent, and of course you don't usually sight them at Sentosa that often.
Yeah, I mean, people have seen them on the trails at Sungai Buloh. The fella just over there, lepak, mouth open, that kind of stuff. All right. Alamak meter, my favorite segment. Okay, Malaysian influencer fined 40,000 ringgit after a viral video shows him feeding a homeless man with leftover chicken bones. Wow, this guy really pokai hamka chan, really seriously. Jiba doesn't even
the context. What is the context? What's happening?
Okay, so Malaysian influencer, Thang Si Luk, known as Aluk, faced conviction for posting a video of 3 teenagers giving a homeless man mixed rice with discarded chicken bones in Johor Bahru, igniting public fury over the exploitative stunt. He apologized tearfully, crocodile tears, on Instagram, vowing to avoid such videos. He paid the fine, I know. And then amid strong condemnation from the authorities and the public for dehumanizing vulnerable people.
Dumb as the donkey. This is literally why, like, I feel that if you're an influencer, right, you should be doing good. Really aim to do good, because you're already receiving from public opinion.
Everybody,
right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I hope he really, he suffers. He really suffers, because that was that is just wow. Once again, another Singapore car pumping 95 RON in Malaysia. A photo was posted on SG Road Vigilante, where a driver of a white Honda MPV was pumping RON 95 at a Caltex station in JB.
This is plain Alamak. No, honestly, it's just, why is this even on news? Why are you still bothering taking photo of someone who's pumping 95? And honestly, why are you pumping 95 in Malaysia? As a Singaporean, it's so crazy, honestly.
Yeah, petrol's really $1 a litre for us. The 97 on the good stuff. You want to go pump 95?
No idea why.
Just plain dumb lah. He got caught, and then not only will he kena, and then the petrol pump. We said this before lah. Previous episode, petrol pump operator also kena fine because they let them.
They have not enough checks. Yeah.
And then lastly, East Coast shop house illegally occupied by 18 migrant workers. Landlord stunned during inspection. So, for context, a food operator under investigation after workers were found living in a private residential property in the East Coast area. Upon inspection, they found numerous bed frames, mattresses, and personal belongings. Workers said they were unaware of the restrictions and were told by their manager to stay there. I want to know which food outlet is this?
This is really, but honestly, right, this is not as uncommon as people think. I've heard and I've seen that there are not just food operators, like construction companies, they literally rent but some of them, the apartments are actually quite nice, but they literally rent a place for like a group of like 10 to 15 people to just stay in one house. So
treat these guys with some respect lah. Walao, they serve us our food for crying out loud. Alamak, stupid people everywhere on the roads, in businesses, and especially those pumping RON 95 in Malaysia when they're driving a foreign registered car. That was our Lao Jiaos Podcast. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to like, subscribe, and remember that we have an episode that comes out every Friday. But at the same time, if you like football or you love football, we have the Football Kaki that drops every Wednesday, and our Copy Bros show where we interview fun, amazing, interesting guests, maybe a combination of all three, and that drops every Monday. Yeah, so basically take your pick, people. So now we hope that everyone has a great week ahead. Always remember,
we don't always talk cock,
but sometimes we do. But remember, I always talk the most cock.